Hello everyone, this is my Python project submission, which is a console-based banking system and is built as part of the Masai IIT Mandi CSE course requirement. This project simulates a mini banking environment where users can perform basic banking operations and admins can manage and monitor user accounts. It's completely written in Python using only core features and file handling. No external libraries were used. So here is the folder structure: main.py, which handles the account creation; funcs.py, it handles user operations like deposit, transfer, withdrawal, etc. Then we have admin.py, which manages admin features like viewing and deleting accounts. Then we also have menu.py, which acts as the interface to run the program. It is the main file which helps us in running the program. We have accounts.txt, which stores all the account details of the different users, as well as the history subfolder, which contains the individual transaction history for each user. So first I will demonstrate the user feature. So here we have menu.py. I will be demonstrating this in IDLE as it's more cleaner and easier to view, right? So here we have the banking system menu. So first I'll create an account. So let's say my name is Rajat. I'll have to set a 4-digit pin. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have to put the initial deposit amount. All right. So the initial deposit amount, let's say 20,000. All right. So now our account is created successfully, and the new account number is 63541865556. So what this does is that it randomly generates an account number for you using the random function. Now here we will log in to this account. So let me log in, and as you can see, I have to put my account number, and then I enter the 4-digit pin, and we are in the account. So it also welcomes you with your name. Now we can check the balance. So I have 20,000 rupees as I had deposited that money when I opened the account. Now we have to deposit money. So that's what we can do is that. So I'll deposit 500 rupees. The new balance is 10,500 rupees. Now we can also withdraw the money. So let's say 1300. Right, so the new balance is 19,200. So I've done multiple transactions. Now I want to view my transaction history. So here we have the transaction history option. So as you can see clearly, it gives all the details. Deposited 500 rupees, balance is now 20,500. Then I have withdrawn 1,300 rupees, and the balance is 19,200. It also gives you the date as well as the timestamps. So here we have another function as change pin. So as you have seen, my pin was 1234, which is very weak. So now I want to put a stronger password. So the current pin 1234. Let's say 9856. And I'll have to confirm 9856. Pin is changed successfully. Now I want to transfer money. Okay. So here from the accounts.txt, I can see that I have some accounts. I have some accounts created here. So what I'll do is that I'll transfer money to DG Majumdar, that is me. So for now I'll just copy the account number from here. Okay. Enter the amount to transfer. So I'll transfer 4,000. 5,000. I have a big heart. Okay. So now the transfer is successful. New balance is 14,200. Okay. So as you can see, the new balance here 14,200. DG now has more money than before. So it really works. Now after I've done whatever I wanted to do, I can easily log out. Alright. Now moving on to the admin login. So the enter admin username. So here in the admin function, what I've done is that I have put my username as admin and password as 1234, which I've also added to the readme function, which you can clearly see. So the admin username is admin and the admin password 1234. So here I can now see the admin menu. So we'll do view all accounts. So it gives a very aesthetic table. You can see the account number, the name, as well as the balance in that account. And from here we can see This is all matching. So all the details are being collected from the accounts.txt. Now let's view the total bank balance. Total bank balance is 2,89,650. Now let's say I want to delete an account. So here I have. So we'll delete Raju's account. Account deleted successfully. Now if I view all accounts, you can see that the account is no more here. Alright. So let's search for an account. Enter account number you want to search. Account number found. Name, PIN, and balance. So now the admin is done with his job. We can easily log out. And here, now we can exit from the program. Thank you for using the banking system. Alright. So while making this software, I also faced various challenges, but I also found solutions to those challenges. So like the first challenge, one of the challenges which I faced was the Unicode encoding errors. So when I was using the Indian rupee symbol, I got errors like Unicode encode error or char map codec, which could not encode the rupee symbol character. So to fix this, I added the encoding as UTF-8 to all the open functions which were opening the files, the text files. All right. So then the other issues that I faced were the circular import errors. Some functions were initially split across multiple files like main.py and funcs.py. One of those functions was the login function, which was initially put in the main function, but later I shifted it to the funcs file. As you can see here, def login. Initially it was in the main function, main.py. And then it ensured that all the function calling was clean and unidirectional instead of having a circular import issue. So then I also tried adding a GUI interface using the TK Inter. While some parts worked, but it became very complex and cluttered for a console-based project. And also I was facing various issues and I had to debug a lot, so it was not really worth it. So that's why I did not continue with the GUI function. But instead, what I did was that I tried my best to polish and improve the console-based code. Then another challenge which I was facing was the transaction history logs. So as we saw in the code, when we are creating an account and we are withdrawing or we are depositing money, the information, the transaction history is being stored in this in the history file, in the history folder. So what we were doing is that even after deleting the account, the logs were still there. The logs were not being deleted. So it was a bit tricky, but I used Python's function known as os.path.exits and os.remove. So these functions would help me clean the related log file. So to summarize this project, it is a modular and cleanly structured project. It uses only core Python functions and it handles real-time account updates via file handling. It maintains user transaction logs for each separate user, and it provides a full admin panel for control and review. It also handles common input and runtime errors properly. So in conclusion, this was my Python project about banking system using file handling, and I hope you found the demonstration clear and informative. I've also added a README file which has all the information about this code in detail, all the features for the user function, the admin function, the folder structure as you can see here, and how we can run this program, the admin login information as I said previously. Then we also have the user login information. So the data is being stored, as you can see, the data is being stored in accounts.txt, as well as I have added all the information on how this code really works, like what is being stored, what information is being asked from the user, and about the logs, how the logs are working, how is the information being stored. And then I've also added the software used and the technologies used. The software used was Visual Studio Code to create all the programs, but as I demonstrated, I've used IDE to demonstrate my program, as it is much more cleaner and easily visible. I've used OBS to record this video, and I have some project goals which I've achieved were data persistence, text files, console menu system, transaction tracking, admin user, separated functions, clean and modular code, etc. I'll be pasting the demo video link after I post it on YouTube over here. So this was my project. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much.